A senior U.S. defense official says Russian forces have made no progress in their advance to Kyiv in more than a week, crediting Ukrainian forces for their strong resistance. Though there are fears the stalling of Russian forces may cause Putin to double down on his attacks. And for those of you just joining us, sorry, we've had some technical issues there, but glad to have you with us now. We are moving still with the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Support for Ukraine is going strong in Nebraska.
Volunteers with the Ukrainian church in Omaha gave out Ukrainian dishes in exchange for donations over the weekend.
I can see so many people getting together right now, trying to help us during rallies. So many people has been able to come and help us, to support us during Holy Mass on Sundays, and also to buy this goodies what we have in here too.
All proceeds from the giveaway are going to help families in Ukraine. They gave out cabbage rolls and potato dumplings. Volunteers will be holding more food giveaways this weekend, and for more information you can go to the Assumption Ukrainian Catholic Church's Facebook page. Today, the jury heard closing arguments in the state of Nebraska versus Felipe Vasquez trial before having to decide the fate of the suspect.
The jury started deliberating just before noon today, and at last check, they are still working on a verdict. They must come to a unanimous decision on 7 separate counts. Of course, the biggest one being murder charges.
September 7th of 2020, 12 days after being shot, which you're hearing, investigator Luis Mario Herrera died from medical complication as a result of a single gunshot wound to the chest, left to right entry, and exit downward. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to return a verdict of guilty on all 7 counts as to Mr. Vasquez.
Felipe Vasquez did not intend to shoot anyone.
And tonight at 6 o'clock, Channel 8's Ariana Martinez will give us a recap of what was said during closing arguments.
All right, let's go to meteorologist Rusty Dawkins now with a look at your first forecast. It sounds like for many areas some much needed rain on the way.
Much needed rain and maybe some much needed snow. Maybe. We'll see how things shake out. But right now it feels like spring. We've got temperatures in the 50s just about everywhere you look. 54 in the capital city, 55 in Friends. So you're thinking snow. What's wrong with you? Why are you talking about that? Well, I'll show you in just a second. But first, temperatures across the state generally in the 40s and 50s. Here comes the precipitation. Look at all that rain just starting to build in from the south, even some snow in the southwestern corner of the state. A winter weather advisory, that's right, a winter weather advisory in place from late tonight into early tomorrow morning. We could see an inch or 2, maybe 3 inches of snow in the purple shaded area. Does not include the capital city, but boy, it's going to be close. So for Tuesday, it looks like just rain, maybe mixing in with a few snowflakes early Tuesday morning. Temperatures really close to that freezing mark. 41 degrees by noon and rain, and 45. So a cold, blustery kind of day with that north wind at 20 to 40 miles per hour. But like I said, there is going to be a chance for some snowfall just to the west of the capital city. So we'll take a look at how much you can expect for snowfall, how much rain we can expect, and when we warm back up, coming up in a few.
All right, thank you, Rusty. Today, Governor Ricketts proclaimed this week as National Agriculture Week.
That's right. It's his way to say thank you to food producers across the state.
So if we didn't have a strong ag base, those types of companies would not be coming in and actually siting in Nebraska, developing jobs, and so on and so forth.
Governor Ricketts brought a few leaders in Nebraska agriculture to showcase their growth and innovation over the last 2 years. Agriculture has boomed recently. Growth in 2021 surpassed 2019 and 2020 combined. The governor will continue celebrating Ag Week tomorrow and Wednesday with stops across the state. A new health center had its grand opening celebration today.
The Ponca Health Services will provide care for all Native Americans. The center, located just north of 16th and Old Cheney, will have a health clinic, a behavioral clinic, and a dental clinic. They'll also have a gathering and meeting place for people. We're going to hear from one of the tribal council members who has been pushing for a center like this for many years. Again, that's coming up at 6 o'clock. Other news now, UV light technology is keeping cranes safe in Nebraska this migration season.
Experts at the Crane Trust says the light is visible to cranes and it can decrease collisions by up to 80%. Now humans can't see the light, so it isn't distracting to us. A threatened and endangered species specialist says the lights are installed on 2 power lines and have been extremely effective.
It reduced collisions, but it increased their reaction time to the power lines so they could see them and flare or climb or whatever they needed to do to avoid the power lines, which another huge benefit.
He says the lights cost anywhere from about $15,000 to $25,000, but says they're worth it as this new technology is growing across the state. As the need for child care providers continues to grow in Nebraska, some state agencies are focusing on helping those from the Spanish-speaking community.
There are now workshops in Spanish to help teach Nebraskans everything about owning a child care center or being a home provider.
We started realizing that there was a lot of the information that was not in Spanish. We asked some of the agencies that were providing the services if this information was not going to be in Spanish, so we started pushing.
Participants also have the opportunity to earn certification in first aid as well as using an AED and CPR. Well, today, high-level confirmation hearings for President Biden's Supreme Court nominee.
Democrats praised Ketanji Brown Jackson as the first black woman ever considered to serve on the nation's highest court. Here's ABC's M. Nguyen.
A historic day for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, the first black woman ever nominated to the U.S. Supreme Court. The confirmation hearings opening with Democrats calling this a defining moment.
You, Judge Jackson, are one of Mr. Lincoln's living witnesses of an America that is unafraid of challenge, willing to risk change.
The 51-year-old mother of 2 is considered the most heavily vetted Supreme Court nominee in 30 years, having been confirmed 3 times before by the full Senate.
If I am confirmed, I commit to you that I will work productively to support and defend the Constitution and this grand experiment of American democracy that has endured over these past 246 years.
Republican Senator Josh Hawley accusing Jackson of letting child porn offenders off the hook during sentencing, though the White House has called the claims unfounded. And Senator John Cornyn warning Jackson, who also served as a federal public defender, that he plans to drill down on her role defending Guantanamo Bay detainees.
In some instances, it appears that your advocacy has bled over into your decision-making process as a judge.
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham defending Jackson.
The fact that you represent the Gitmo detainees is not a problem with me. Everybody deserves a lawyer.
In a lighter moment, Senator Chris Coons of Delaware brought up Judge Jackson's brother, Katash, who said he wasn't surprised of Judge Jackson's Supreme Court nomination.
Oh, I'm not surprised to be here at all. This was the sort of thing for which my sister was destined from the very start.
Tuesday and Wednesday, committee senators will get their chance to grill the nominee, although many have already acknowledged that she's got more judicial experience than most of the justices already sitting on the Supreme Court. M. Nguyen, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
And stay with us. Coming up, how the war in Ukraine is impacting the car industry here in Nebraska.
We'll be right back.
On the road, riding with you in the sunnier days. I wouldn't want it any other way. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Nebraska's rural farmers and ranchers are under assault from big agribusiness. And now, here comes the fake meat monopoly.
Where's the beef? Where's the chicken? Where's the pork?
I support proper labeling of fake meat versus real meat, and I'm fighting for the Prime Act to make sure Nebraska's farmers and ranchers have a level playing field to compete with Big Ag.
Where's the beef?
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Very well qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy pickup trucks. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward the eligible purchase of a new Chevy truck with accessories. Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in the Lincoln area.
Kraft means something. Kraft means house barbecue sauce and creamy coleslaw. Come try our new Memphis-style barbecue chicken sandwich, part of our Kraft sandwich lineup. Slim chickens, fresh, delicious chicken.
Hi, is this Shones Roofing? I need your help.
Roof team, assemble! Roof team, assemble! Assemble!
Whoa, what's going on over there? I think they're fixing the roof. Oh, is that Shones Roofing? Yeah, it is. Wow, they are quick. That's what she said.
Coming back from a serious injury is a win that requires teamwork. At Berry Law, we're in it to win it.
This news segment is brought to you by Allo Communications.
On behalf of our more than
$80 degrees, record high yesterday. Winter weather advisory in place now. That's just basically all you need to know. Winter weather advisory from northeast Nebraska down to south central Nebraska. A couple inches of snow possible here. Gusty winds out of the north at 20 to 40 miles per hour will just make things miserable. We'll detail all of that. First, the good news. It's nice out there. It's still 60 in Wahoo, still 61 in Omaha. We were in the 70s not too long ago. Well, now it's down to 58 in Wahoo, 54 in the capital city, 51s in Nebraska City. Things are changing, though, and you can kind of see it because of the wind. Out of the south at anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour from about Lincoln east, but notice over here, it's coming from the north at 10 to 20 or 25 miles per hour. So things are changing on us. And so are the wind gusts. Look at this. Not much of a wind gust from Wahoo, Lincoln to Beatrice. Omaha out of the south at 31, out of the north in Grand Island at 32. So obviously this is changing. Things are swirling around. Low pressure is among us, and so is the rainfall. Look at all of this light precipitation, some moderate rain from between Beatrice and Auburn along Highway 136, some heavier rainfall in and around Grand Island between Hastings and Grand Island, some snowfall into parts of North Platte. So this is just getting started too. So you can expect rain once it starts in the capital city, which I looked outside and the pavement's wet, so it has started. This will continue, especially when this big blob of green down here really starts to make its way into our area. So through tonight into early tomorrow morning, rainfall changing over to snow as that cold air pushes in by 6 a.m. This is why there's a winter weather advisory, 1, 2, maybe 3 inches of snow possible. This all presses to the east. Once it gets over Lincoln, I don't think we'll see, it was 80 the other day, so it'll probably snow, but it's going to be really hard to get anything to accumulate as warm as that ground is, and this fizzles out fairly quickly. That temperature hovering right around that freezing mark. Cold air tries to move in, but still has trouble staying snowfall. Light rain will stick around through early Tuesday, then I think by Tuesday night, we may see some of this come back our way as we head into Wednesday. Some lingering showers maybe mixed in with a few snowflakes. How much rain are we talking? I think less where the bigger potential for snow is, so 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 an inch, but 1 inch to 1.5 inches, maybe 1 3/4 inches from about Lincoln to Nebraska City. We need this rain. We don't need it all at once, so this kind of slow, methodic rainfall is just what the doctor ordered. Snowfall, 1, 2, maybe up to 3 inches from about Columbus, York, Aurora, Hastings, maybe even Grand Island. That's where that winter weather advisory is in place. So tonight, temperatures right around that freezing mark. 34 though, just above in the capital city, 35 in Beatrice. That's why I'm expecting all rain further south and east. Middle and maybe upper 40s for highs tomorrow. We should be in the middle and upper 50s, so definitely a cooler day. Rain likely tonight, 34 degrees, maybe even a rumble of thunder. That's a possibility, but blustery, that northeast wind 15 to 35 miles per hour, even worse tomorrow. So more rain for Lincoln. The further west you go and further north, the better chance you have for snow. But that north wind blowing around 20 to 40 miles per hour and 45 degrees, just not a nice day, not a nice day at all. Lingering mix on Wednesday, another unnice day, 44 degrees, but it doesn't take long to get better. 53 on Thursday, 60 on Friday, and then look at all of those 60s, Saturday, Sunday, even 70s by early next week. Now it is Severe Weather Awareness Week, and so we'll talk the difference between a watch and a warning. Tornado watch means be prepared. A tornado is possible. Plan on where you can go, have a way to get warnings and updates, be weather aware, and if there is a warning in place, that means to take shelter immediately if you are in the path of this because a tornado is expected. Get out of mobile homes. If you're driving, find the nearest shelter and check with the storm alert team for updates. But no tornadoes are expected in this forecast, but snow instead.
And some much needed rain.
Right. Much needed, yes.
All right, thank you very much, Rusty. A negative day on Wall Street today. The Dow falling a little over 200 points. NASDAQ also down about 55. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
This week, President Biden heads to Europe for the high-stakes NATO summit on Russia's war. Plus, the historic Supreme Court confirmation hearings begin. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most-watched program on all of television.
If you are driven by luxury or driven by fun, Duteau Chevrolet is driven by you. March is Truck Month at Duteau Chevrolet. Purchase or reserve a qualifying new truck and get 0% financing for well-qualified buyers. Plus, get a $1,000 GM accessory credit to make it your own. Consult with our friendly sales staff to reserve your on-order or in-transit Chevrolet today. Become part of the Duteau family today. Online anytime at DuteauChevrolet.com.
Well, a great day starts with a good morning. That means knowing the weather so you can dress comfortably.
It means getting to work on time and avoiding traffic.
And that means staying up to date, which is why we're up with you in the morning.
Helping you get ready for your day. Welcome back, everyone.
Next ET, we're with the next great TV duo, Kelly Clarkson and Snoop Dogg.
It was just kind of a perfect pairing.
Plus, our Chrissy Teigen exclusive, Next ET.
Weeknights at 6:30 on KLKN TV.
We all have access to the internet, but without having someone that has that knowledge day in and day out, that's really the difference maker. They're following up with you, they're providing product knowledge. We appreciate that.
Upgrade your kitchen with new LG appliances at Schaefer's, including Kraft Ice refrigerators, and get up to an additional 10% back on qualified 4-piece appliances bundles. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
Whirlpool baths are known to increase circulation, soothe sore muscles, and improve mobility. The Dream Spa.
Finally tonight, the Eiffel Tower has grown by 20 feet. You ask, how can that be? Well, it's all because of a new digital radio antenna that was added to the top this week.
The iconic structure in Paris is now 1,083 feet tall. At such a dizzying height, a helicopter had to install the antenna. There you see it going up, up, up. The new addition enables digital radio broadcasting for the region. It's something on my bucket list that I would love to see someday, and it sounds like, Rusty, you do get to see it here soon.
Yeah, my wife is really good at planning stuff like this. We've been figuring it out for the last couple of years, and we get to go in a couple of months. So we're going to go check that tower out.
So exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Will you wave at it for me?
I will. Yeah.
And maybe climb it? No, that's dangerous. That's illegal. Do not do that, Rusty.
Rod, just come with.
You're
all right. More than welcome to.
Then I'll climb it. Get arrested.
And they don't have as much snow as we do, and we have snow in the forecast just to the west. A winter weather advisory in place, but rain is more likely for the capital city through tomorrow. Maybe some lingering snowflakes into Wednesday. A chilly, blustery couple of days. Temperatures finally get back to where they're supposed to be and above 60s by Friday and Saturday, and I think we'll see 67 on Sunday and middle 70s by early next week.
All right, thank you, Rusty, and thank you all for joining us.
World News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
At Comfort Made Mattress Factory, we build each mattress specifically for you, right here in our locally owned store. We can even make his side different than hers, backed by our lifetime comfort guarantee.
Closed captioning on Channel 8 Eyewitness News is